Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with Jeff Grant, SBR contributor, and today we're going to be looking at that college football game between the West Virginia Mountaineers and the Alabama Crimson Roll Tide. Well, first off, how you doing this morning, Jeff?
Doing great, Dax. This is a great contest featuring a Big 12 conference team against a Southeastern Conference power. So really excited to break it down with you.
No doubt, man. Now, in our previous video, we covered the UCLA against Virginia Cavaliers game, right? And you pointed out how head coach Mike London is practically on the hot seat for this season. Now we're looking at the other head coach for Virginia, in this case for the West Virginia Mountaineers, and it's Dana Holgorsen. Now, he's also in the spotlight. In your opinion, what led to their disastrous 4-8 record in 2013, Jeff?
It can't be completely blamed on Holgorsen because he lost so much talent heading into last season. If you recognize some of the NFL rosters, you have Tavon Austin, who was a first-round pick with the St. Louis Rams in 2013, Geno Smith with the New York Jets, and also another wide receiver was taken high up in the draft. So he had a lot of pieces to replace. And, of course, West Virginia is just really in its infancy period in moving from one conference to the Big 12 conference, taking a step up. So it's taking them a little time to get the talent there back in Morgantown. But I think he's going to get off the hot seat because I think they're going to be much improved in 2014.
All right, now, Jeff, the Roll Tide, they've won pretty much more games than any other team in the country since 2008. Now, I can only assume that they are pretty much legitimate national title contenders, or am I wrong in this case?
Dax is the second choice in the betting market, currently just a few days away from the opening kickoff of the 2014 season, behind the defending champion Florida State Seminoles. And you're really looking at a Crimson Tide that spent the offseason angry at itself, losing back-to-back games to end the 2013-14 campaign. Of course, that thrilling game in the Iron Bowl against Auburn, and then losing after going ahead against the Oklahoma Sooners in the Sugar Bowl. So Nick Saban should have this team ready. It'll be interesting to see how some new parts really mix in with the veterans that the Crimson Tide have in Tuscaloosa.
Now, Jeff, we're all aware that Alabama's only 3 losses since 2012 came against teams that have an run up-tempo offense, kind of like what Chip Kelly had going on in his tenure in Oregon. Now, do you think that this could be something that the Mountaineers are capable of doing?
That's one of the reasons why Dana Holgorsen got the job, moving from an offensive coordinator position at Oklahoma State to take that job at West Virginia. He was known as running this type of offense and had a lot of success when he had some players in the system. He has a veteran quarterback in Clint Trickett, a senior who started his career at Florida State and then moved on because, of course, Jameis Winston appeared on the scene. So expect them to run that high-tempo offense, especially in the beginning of the game. And I think the Crimson Tide will have to adjust. Of course, they've had the entire offseason to get ready for it, and Saban has continually heard how his defenses really struggle against such offenses. So the Crimson Tide will be improved against that type of offense in 2014. But in the early going, I'm expecting West Virginia to possibly have a little bit of success.
All right, so it doesn't sound like you're very sold upon the idea of betting on Alabama. So who are you going to be taking in this game?
You know what? I went back and forth on this one, and when you go back and forth on the full game, you kind of look to see if there's an advantage.
Right.
And I see a first-half advantage in backing West Virginia plus the points. The lines, no first-half lines are currently available, but I expect them to come out on Wednesday or Thursday, and I'm expecting West Virginia to be getting about 2 touchdowns. One of the main reasons I like that play is, like I said, West Virginia has that up-tempo offense that Alabama is going to have to adjust to, while Alabama offensively has a new first-year coordinator in Lane Kiffin, and also the most talked-about quarterback battle of the offseason. Two quarterbacks currently number 1 on the depth chart. So Saban hasn't really showed his hand who's going to get the start. It could be the fact that they alternate quarter to quarter, and I don't like that situation laying such a big number. So I'm going to back the Mountaineers in the first half against the Crimson Tide.
All right, Jeff. Good stuff, my man. Thank you once again, and can't wait to talk to you again tomorrow.
Thank you.
For SportsbookReview.com, this is Dax Floyd.